Recording in progress.
Assalamualaikum everyone. Today's session is about the mock interview for the FIA exam. So many students are preparing interview these days for the FIA and Intelligence Bureau. So I thought to share important input to ace this interview in the first attempt. Since you know you already qualified written, so there are high chances that you will ace it, but this needs your desired strategy. First of all, you need to be very well prepared about FIA or that particular organization. Mostly students don't pay heed on this stuff, and they try to prepare the interview in stereotype way, like in the old tradition, like what you do, introduce yourself and your favorite personalities, your favorite books, and all stuff. But now examiner or interviewer are not more interested in these stuff. They are more interested to get the natural personality tendency in you, that how you can perform at the D-Day. Because since you are already qualified, they know you have potential, all they're interested in your personality overall. Because otherwise it would be like you would be it's very near to your destiny, but if you will not focus on the desired task, you will be end up in nowhere and it would be futile exercise. So here are a few key tips which I would like to give, because I'm doing the mentoring these days and I have observed these are the prerequisite for the parents in FIA exam. First of all, you need to be very well versed about the background of the organization, its structure, and your job description. Let's get started. G. So I have listed down the few important points which you need to consider. First of all, you need to thoroughly prepare everything about the FIA, what it does, what's the job description, how it's go. Because these days there are so many applicants, and there is very less seats. So those who will stand out, who would have the clarity in their mind, like about the organization, about their goals, about their clear structure of the organization. These things matters most, especially for the current tendency in the FIA exam. Secondly, you need to be very well versed in the current affair, because in the current affair exam, students are not like, you can see the issues and challenges in Israel. You must be very well versed in the politics of Saudi Arabia, USA, China. These are important highlight areas, and you must know about the current world order, because without this it would be very hard for you to ace the interview in the first attempt, because these days they are focusing more on the current affair, the FIA, and then they are more interested in your like what's your goal, because there is a lot of turnout in the current exam, and it's your last chance, because it's your last stage. If you are very well in the interview, you are going to ace it. I have seen the problem in the confidence that even though students know everything, they are facing problem with the eye contact. They are facing problem with their body language. That's not progressive. That's kind of rigid. They try to be faking the and cramming the knowledge, which will not be helpful in the long run. So I would suggest to be very natural. They know, obviously they will train you afterwards, but don't over expect from you, right? So you need to be very focused, be very confident. If you can pass the written exam, you can pass the interview as well. But as far as your communication skill is concerned, I would suggest to listen the podcast, one podcast on the daily basis. If you can, if you're really weak in the speaking and listening English, so I would rather suggest to do it twice in a day. Even it would be 10 minutes each session. Secondly, you can record yourself and get it evaluated from someone else, or you can be your own better judge, so you can judge at your own too. Apart from it, for the eye contact and body gesture and the movement of hands, I would rather suggest to do it like try to watch as much season as you could, because it would help you to change, because there are so many mirror neurons in our mind, and it would be more helpful if you get the input unintentionally in your subconscious mind rather than trying to feed yourself. So I would suggest to be very natural. At the start, you can fake it, but exactly that's not the case all the time. By the time you will learn, and you will be very confident, and there is no harm in it that you are trying to learn it, and they know your limitation as well. But they do expect that you must project well in at the D-Day, because if you cannot perform well, there will be a lot of competition and you will be out from the race, right? So you need to work more on your personality, like you must be very good communicator, you must be confident, you must have the good body language, optimistic positive one. You must look like you are talking like very natural, nothing is fancy, nothing like verbosity in your communication. Try to keep it simple, easy. And we are Pakistani, we have this accent, and it's okay. They themselves have the same, have pronunciation and same issues. So they don't overjudge you. So just try to be natural and don't think that you, if you will cram everything, you will perform it, because instead you will be very much reluctant in performing well. I already list down these areas where you can work, like you can be very well versed in the job description, structure, roles, and as well as current affair. Like you can prepare several topics like one-to-one cross questions. But again, at the end, you are important. They are interested to know about you. What's your liking? What's your interest? What's your hobbies? which one is your favorite personality book, each and everything, and how motivated you are, how struggled you are expecting, and how you can fit in that particular organization. These points matter a lot. So instead of getting into superficial knowledge, I would rather suggest to do it and do the practice maximum on the daily basis. Try to attend most and many, and at any place. You can go anywhere to have your mock interview, and you can follow the sequence and get the critical appreciation of your overall appraisal of your personality, because at the end you are the one, you are who is going to perform. No one else on your behalf can perform it well. So it's you and it's your game. And try to keep your spirit high, because you already be here, and you can reach and clarify the second stage as well. So don't stress out yourself. Be confident. Be very much clear about your goals, and try to answer the question by taking hope. And try to be very concise, to the point, and relevant. And there is nothing wrong if you can take pause, because it's quite natural, and you will learn with the little practice. You can learn it better. So here are few practical advices which I gave you in this session, and I try to be very concise, relevant, and to the point. Since I know there is flood of information out there, but no one is going to give you practical advices. So I tried to give you practical advices instead of beating about the bush. I just told you to focus on this sequence, because there are so many students who will not be ready for the behavioral assessment and behavioral question answer session. They know that you are already well versed and qualified person. You have the ability, you have everything, but they want to see your personality, because without personality it would be futile exercise for them to recruit you, and at the end you cannot perform well at the actual job. So yes, to hold a public office is a huge task. It requires stress management, it requires your proactiveness, efficiency. Like you must be able to give your reply in a subtle way, in a convincing way. So yes, communication is very important, and you need to learn it. Even if you can take more time as compared to other, but at the end communication is the first thing which is going to help you in the long run. So yes, work on yourself. If you need any help, I'm just a click away. You can contact me, but please come with the solid preparation. Don't be in a haphazard or hodgepodge way that I would not be able to help you. Before coming to me for a free mock interview, I would rather suggest to watch all my videos first. So you and me must be on the same page, and it would not be like that at the first I need to tell you how to do the introduce yourself session. So these are the few do's and don'ts, and I have tried to elaborate it. And if you still would have any question, I am you can WhatsApp me, you can email me at your ease, and I'm there to help you out. And thank you very much. It's always pleasure to talk with you all, and try to help you in by adding value in the society. See you, Pimani. Allah Hafiz.